So the compressor sits right here. This is the motor. And when I was testing it all, I had to adjust the belt tension. And I couldn't just pull it by hand tight enough really, and I need to make a tensioner for it. So right in here I have some room, and I'm going to build a tensioner to push on the base, at the base of the motor, to push the thing straight over so we can get the belt properly tensioned. So this is what I've come up with for the belt tensioner, and we'll have a base out of angle iron, and actually I've already made that, so I did not film. Yeah, it was kind of late yesterday type of thing. So we have a 3/8 24 threaded hole and two 5/16 mounting holes, and that's 3.5 long or so. And we'll build a screw for it right there, 3/8 24 stock. Stock for the hex part. We're going to be able to make it out of 2 pieces. We'll attach it with a 1/4 20 socket head cap screw, attach the head so it swivels. We'll have a lock nut, and then we'll got some 3/4 stock here, and we'll make the little shoe out of it, out of the 3/4 stock. So right there. So we'll continue on and get all the rest of the parts made. I'm over on my Logan Lathe, and it's an 11-inch lathe by 36, I think, between centers. This is a Buck 6-jaw Just True chuck on here. I got it with a lathe. I would say it's in pretty darn good condition. It's not brand new by any means. The lathe was built in about 1955, 1956. So it's as old as I am, and I restored it up, and it's an excellent lathe. It works really well, and I've been using it for quite a while now. I use these Shars. This is a whole set of Shars tool holders I picked up for this lathe. They're a 1/2-inch shanked carbide inserted tool holders, and I've been very happy with them. Their performance has been great, especially for the smaller lathe. So if you got a small lathe, you could look into a set of those. They're pretty darn good. Yeah, they're left-hand tool, right-hand tool, straight in, parting tool, I think, and it's like 5 or 6 tools I remember. This is an AXA tool post. I think this is just mild steel. This is nothing special. We'll see how it cuts. Yeah. Cuts pretty easy. This is a 3/8 in diameter. We'll take it down to 5/16 on that OD there. Okay, I'm just going to touch off on the end here. I faced it. It was kind of pretty gnarly on the end, so that's why I cleaned it up. And I'm going to touch off. I put a dial indicator down here on the ways, set to 0. And then over here, I'm going to use a stop. I'm going to back this off. I'm going to go over 200 thousandths. That's going to be my depth. I'm just going to use my dial indicator to measure that. 200 thousandths. And I'm going to set my carriage stop right there. Slide it down. That's good. Then I can take my dial indicator off, and I'll just use the carriage stop. And I'm going to go in and touch this off. Take a touch off. Take off 20 thousandths for a rough cut. Need to take off 20 thousandths total, so we'll just go in 10. Yeah, well, 1,000ths over, which is just fine. All right, I need 1 3/4 inch of thread, so I just kind of blued it up a little bit with a Sharpie, and I'm measuring it with a pair of calipers. Just put a little mark. All right, now I'm going to drill and tap the 1/4 20 hole. Right, now I blued that and I marked that from the shoulder to there for how much thread do I need, right? So pull this out. I'm going to use a live center in there just to steady that up a little bit. Since I didn't find a threading tool that would work around the distance here of the live center, I just went and ground a new one. I really haven't ground one for this lathe specifically to keep over here. So I took a brand new 3/8 high-speed steel and ground a real nice one. I have a 1/2 inch one I use on the other lathe, and I love that thing. A lot of materials, high-speed steel is the way to go. And I should be able to reach in, start there, be able to go all the way down and clear the tool post from the live center. Starting 270 RPM roughly on the spindle now, and it's not burned perfectly through, but yeah, it'll be fine for what we're doing. A quick check, even though, once you know your lathe, when you set your gears, you set everything right, it's going to be right, and it is. So what I'm doing is measuring the pitch diameter. 0.348 will be close enough at 3.479 is that, but 348 is close enough, and 357. So just a 1 or 2 more thousandths would be about it. I've been doing so much threading on the lathe, I decided to invest in a couple of thread mics. This is a 0 to 1 and a 1 to 2. I've been doing a lot of metric threading. these are just, yeah, these are Chinese made off of Amazon, but you know, they come with all the anvils, $70 to $90, and it's so much easier than using thread wires and stuff. It just speeds everything up so quick. I'm gonna stop using wires. I think this works so well. These are the AccuSize ones. There's a bunch of people making them, but I think they're all the same. $47.5, 347.5. Should be 349, 347.9. So I'm within a few tenths. It's give it smooth. Now I'm trying on the actual piece, and it gets kind of snug. So I'm going to file down the peaks a little bit just to make sure, and before I cut any more thread depth. Yep, a little tight. You know, it's a nice fit. It's a little snug on the beginning, but there, you know, yeah, that's a real nice fit, and that's good. That way vibration won't affect it and things like, I mean, you know, it won't be all loose and stuff. That's perfect. I think we're go with it though.